Hey everyone, this is Angie at StampingWithAmore. Welcome to my channel. First, I want to thank everybody for your feedback the other day when I asked the question about showing my face or not showing my face, and you all are so great. I swear, I have the best followers. Everybody just made me feel so good about it, and so I feel comfortable with what I'm doing. So thank you so much for your comments. I really always appreciate them. I read every comment. I don't always comment back because sometimes I'm so busy and there's so many, I just can't get to them all. So just know that I do read them all. And I try really hard to comment back, but it doesn't always happen. So I'm sorry I can't always get to them. But look how cute. Oh my gosh. This is a quick and easy, and you are going to use a full 8.5 by 11. I couldn't figure out a way to make this a really nice sturdy box without using the full thing. So there is some waste to it. You can save those pieces and use them for something else. I always save my scrap. So isn't he cute? I've been dying to use this for over a week. So I had to use it on this one. This is the Turtle Friends Bundle. So this is the one that we're using today. Isn't he so stinking cute? Look at these little ones. I almost used the little ones, but I just wanted to make one for a friend, one general. But you can make it a happy birthday. You can make these as little party favors for a baby shower because it has hello little one. I thought that would be super cute. And you can just use colors, like pink and blue or whatever the baby gender is, or you can just use yellow if you don't know, or this green. I mean, there's so many ideas for it, but it's so cute. And it does come with this turtle punch. It's so cute, but it just cuts out the turtle. So I did have to fussy cut the little bird and the little bow tie. So I just wanted to give him a bow tie, but you can make it a boy or a girl. You could put it on its head, or any way you want to use it, but isn't it so cute? I'm also using, again, the basic borders, and that's just for this border here. If you don't have these, or if you don't want to, it really dresses it up. It's really cute, and it's stitched. So you can use just about any of these borders. I'm using this one right here, but look at the borders on this. You can make it jagged. You can use this one here, the little, I always call this the cloud one because it looks like clouds to me. It'll be great for making a template to make clouds on your cards. But you can give it you can put a point on it. You can use any of these. I love these. I love border dies, so these are really a great set to have. They're called the basic borders. And let me give you all of the measurements for what we're using here. All right, let's set it aside. And oh, before I go on with that, you want to know what I have in this? I have some Laffy Taffies, but you can put anything here. I brought some other stuff. You can put some Ghirardellis in there. These Ghirardellis fit in there. The Ritter bars fit in there. You can also put some gum that fits in there as well. But I just like the color matched the Laffy Taffy, so that's what I used for this one. So we're going to go ahead and put those back in there. There's 3 in there. But it would be cute for a little birthday party too, because it does have a happy birthday sentiment as well. All right, now. All right, so like I said, I'm using a full 8.5 by 11 for the box part. And it doesn't look that big, but we are going to use the majority of it. And then I'm going to mat it. So I'm going to use a piece that is 3 3/8 by 3. And I didn't have the same plaid left, so I think I'm going to use this side because it almost looks like his shell. And then for the sentiment, I'm using this as the mat piece, which is 3/4 by 2 1/4. And this is the sentiment piece, and it's 1/2 by 2. And then of course you'll need some basic white to stamp the turtle and the little bird. All right, let's get started here. We're going to start by scoring this piece. So on the 11-inch side, you're going to score it at 3. It's very easy scoring. 3 1/2, 7, and 7 1/2. Then you're going to turn it, and on the 8 1/2, you're going to score it at 2, 2.5, and then 6 and 6.5. So we are cutting a big part of these sides off, but do keep it because I mean, I don't like to waste that much, and I was trying to figure out a better way, but this way makes the box so sturdy. So the short side here is going to be the top of our box that folds over. So let's go ahead, we're going to cut off these right here. So you can see you have a big area here that you can still use to cut out pieces, like you can cut out an oval or punch a circle, anything like that. That's usually what I use mine for. Cut it, use it for a sentiment, a matting piece, anything like that. All right, and then we're going to do the same on this bottom part. But always remember the shorter side is the side that's going to be the flap that comes down. All right, that's it. That is all our cutting and stuff. So it's really easy to do. So now I'm going to sharpen all of these score marks, and then we're going to mat it, and we're going to run it through the cut and emboss. That's the only thing that we're going to use for the cut and emboss. Everything else will be fussy cutting. All right, so let's mat it. So this is the side. Remember to mat it going the right way because that will not fit that way. So I'm going to go ahead and use my wet glue. And we're going to mat that piece. And I'm matting it all the way down to the edge because we are cutting this. All right, let's get the cut and emboss here. I am using the big one for this because it has to have, you have to have that space. All right, so all you're gonna do, if you want to use some purple tape or something, you can, but I'm putting it just right at the edge. I'm gonna fold these back. I'm not gonna go all the way through, but it makes it easier this way. So make sure this is not over these edges, because if it does, it's going to mess up. I better use purple tape. This happens to me, you know, I do it off of camera, and this always happens to me when I have to do it. I do it all the time without putting tape on it, but so make sure your die is not over the edge because you will bust that die. So I'm just going to set it here so I don't. I'm going to put that on there and then run it through, and then just back it up because you don't need to go through the whole thing there. All right, so there you have your little fancy end right there, and that's it for that. So isn't it cute? I love these border dies. They're so cute. So this is going to fold in like that, and this is why I said it's a really nice sturdy box, because it's double over here, and then these just folds over like that. I'm going to show you how we're going to close it. I'm going to go ahead this time and use the Stamp and Seal Plus, and I'm going to put it on close to the score line and then one on the end here on both of these, because you want enough adhesive. So when you're doing this, be really careful, because how I did it was I just did one side at a time. You pull that up, line it up with the end there, and then I just brought this one in here. Tuck it in, make sure your bottom's closed there, line it up, and there you go. Really easy, but it makes it such a nice sturdy box. All right, so we have that already. What I'm using for this, you can use the magnets or you can use the Velcro dots. And I always get someone asking me about these Velcro dots, And I did order them online. I cannot tell you the name of the company. I just Googled it. And these are, I believe they are 3/8 inch. I think that's what I ordered. Were the 3/8 inch Velcro dots. So I just put the two together, and then I'm just going to rub that so that it sticks, and then I can lift it back up. And then I'll reinforce it by just pressing it down. Sometimes I even put glue on this to hold it down even better. But the magnetic dies are these that I use, the basic gray, and they are the small magnets. You have to Google these. I used to be able to get both of them on Amazon, but I haven't been able to get these. I used to get at Walmart. Those I used to get on Amazon, but I had to Google it and find them. But those are the small magnetic discs. All right, so that's our box. Let's go ahead and stamp our little turtle. He is so stinking cute. We made it a boy, but you can make it a girl if you want. You can put the bow on her head, or you could just leave it plain and not even put. So we're gonna stamp that. I'm using soft suede for his shell. So I'm gonna just ink that up, and we're gonna place that in there. I did a better job on this one than I did on my first one. And then I'm just going to use the Pacific Point for the little bird. He's really cute too. And like I said, the little bird has to be fussy cut. He's really easy though. And the little bow tie. I already did the bow tie for you, so you didn't have to watch me fussy cut two of them. So I'm going to do the sentiment too while we have this out. I'm going to do that. Forever Friends. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness. This thing is so cute. I had to wait. This one was, actually, we couldn't order it when the catalog first went live. So I did have to wait and order it late. So it is now available though. So for those of you who wanted this little turtle and didn't get it, he's so stinking cute. So I am flagging the ends here. I'm going to go ahead and use some Stampin' Seal Plus on this. I want to make sure I have that up far enough so that we can see that. Alright, so that's all ready. We're going to color him, and what I'm using to color him, I'm just using the light crumb cake, and I'm just going to fill in his shell, the background of it. This is super simple coloring. You can give him a green shell too. Some turtles have that green shell, but I like the brown. I thought it was really cute. And then I'm using the light and dark Granny Apple Green. And we're going to use the light first, and we're just going to color him with the light. Forgot to do his little feet. We're going to do those crumb cake too. Just going to do his little toenails. And the dark, I'm just going to shade him just a little bit, and I'm just going to shade it like under here. Or it might be a little bit darker under there and under his tail. And then I think that's all I did on that. Yeah, I'm just going to do it just a little bit. And then we're going to just drag that out a little bit. And just blend it. All right, that is going to be it. I don't want to oversaturate it. When you oversaturate it, it will start bleeding outside the lines. All right, so we are going to just punch him out now. Super quick and easy. And then I'll speed it through my fussy cutting of the little bird, because I know that part can be kind of boring. Okay, so our little bird's all cut out. I am going to use some pumpkin pie. I think, oh no, this is Cajun Craze, but I wanted the pumpkin pie. I grabbed the wrong one, so let's use that for his little beak. There we go. And we are ready to put this all together. So I'm going to use some wet glue because I want to make sure, oops. Sometimes with this glue, I found if you let it sit a little bit, it will clog up. And I have a little pin that goes in it. They actually send you that pin, but I don't put it in right away. So we're going to put our Forever Friend there. We're going to use some dimensionals. I am using some of the larger ones for our little turtle. You can even do the background a different color. I do want to put some of the smaller ones. I'm going to use that for the little bird. I need to turn over. I think I'm going to put one on each of his feet to make sure it's nice and stable. Remove all these little backings. I don't know, this to me, the backings, removing those, sometimes I'm so impatient with it. So we are going to put him right there. And then we are going to put the little bird sitting on his back. Because he's such a good friend, he's going to give him a ride. And here's my little bow tie. Maybe we'll make this one a girl. We made that one a boy, but look at, you can put a bow on the head and make it look like a girl. I actually like it better as a boy. So let's just add a little bit of glue on this one. We're going to do it just like we did the other one. I like it around his neck. I think that's so stinking cute. All right, so there you go. All done. Aren't they so cute? Oh my gosh, this turtle is so adorable. All right, so if you need any supplies, you can shop on my blog at StampingWithAmore.com. Here's the May hostess code. If you use the hostess code, I would appreciate it. It makes sure that I get credit for the order. And I hope you all have a blessed day. I will catch you in the next one, everyone. See you later. Bye.